Anyway, so this game is a Shen jungle game. So Shen jungle isn't really that good as a jungler because he's way too slow. Basically, that's the core problem with Shen as a jungler is that his clear speeds are very slow, too slow really. In order to stay competitive with other junglers and in order to not fall prey to other junglers, he just clears a bit too slowly. However, he does have pretty good sustain. Like his sustain is a non-issue. Like he doesn't have sustain issues at all, Shen. So you don't need to be worried about that. Don't need to be worried about that. Be worried about that. Like his sustain is top notch, but he just clears a bit too slowly, which is why people tend to buy Madred's not Blood Razors. Sorry, just Madred. What's it? What's it even called nowadays? Madred's Razor. Yeah, that's why people buy Madred's Razors because they often run attack speed, and this, by the bonus magic damage on a hit, really helps you with your clear speeds. So my runes and masteries on Shen, I'm just running a attack speed page. So attack speed reds, armor yellows, magic resist blues, or magic resist level blues, or a mixture, whatever you want to do. And I would say either move speed Quints or AD Quints. Maybe even attack speed Quints if you really want to go hard on the attack speed. You can do either one. So I think that's the best page for Shen jungle. And mastery wise, I just built a mastery page on stream. I ended up going it was like 426, no, 425.3 or something. Oh shit. It was a really weird page. Now, normally I would want to use my smite just to engage this, just so that my smite would then be up again as soon as possible. However, I'm not going to do that because that was a Twitch helping me, and Twitch will... His poison can steal the buff. So I wanted to be kind of careful, and because of that I didn't want to use my smite. So I'm choosing not to do Wraiths here as well because Shen's AoE clearing is abysmal, like non-existent. So I'm just gonna go to the camp with the less amount of creatures and the bigger, stronger single target creature, which is the wolf camp. I could go to the white camp, but I don't want to walk that far, to be honest. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna stay here at the wolves. So I'm gonna take these away. Did Rise DC or something? I don't know. But yes, now I'm taking away my blue buff. Now this clear is pretty slow. Like on most junglers, you'd probably have your blue by now, but Shen's quite slow, like I say. So I'm not having this just yet. There we go. But good side of Shen, like his jungle phase is not really that good, not impressive. But like I say, I said that your sustain is really good, and look at this, 4 health potions, and I'm pretty much full health. I haven't used this. I've used 1 potion, and it was right at the beginning. So I'm just going to show my face here top. I don't expect to get anything out of this gank at all, if anything. I just want to slightly harass Teemo, and also alleviate some pressure for Shyvana, so that Shyvana can farm a bit freely. I'm not, there's a reason I didn't stay in that bush waiting like 20 seconds and then go on Teemo, because my goal was never to kill Teemo. Like my goal was never to really... I didn't even think I'd blow his flash. Unless he did something really stupid, I wouldn't get his flash. So I just wanted to harass him a little bit, alleviate some pressure for Shyvana, and then go back to farming the jungle. Power farming to 6 on Shen is, in theory, it's not a bad idea. You can do that, but it's a bit difficult because of how slow he clears. If you're power farming, ideally you want to be quite a fast clearer, or you don't really want to be a slow clearer, more importantly. And of course, like I said a million times already, Shen is a slow clearer. But I'm thinking I'm actually going to recall right now. I could stay in this jungle for like a million years, and I would probably never have to recall. The 5 potions you get from level 1, and then just the level ups, and yeah, just the increased like skills I'd get from my abilities, like more points in my queue and stuff. I would probably never have to leave the jungle as far as sustain goes, but I am clearing it very, very slowly, so it's actually worth the investment for me if I were to recall and buy these Madreds, and then yeah, and then clear my... Oh, there's Wukong. I don't think this guy can fight me, to be honest. Okay, LeBlanc's coming. I can kill Wukong 1v1 quite easily, actually. Don't know how much damage this guy has. Okay, too much. No, he snared me. Fuck, you got the snare. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know how much damage this LeBlanc would have onto me because I think we could probably fight that. Well, I thought we could fight that because I knew I was a lot stronger than that Wukong in that fight, but LeBlanc's burst absolutely destroyed me and I didn't see it coming. So that was my bad. I just didn't. It didn't predict the LeBlanc damage. It's too much. But they can actually just insta-give that. They can kill Wukong. They can insta. Okay. I'm not quite sure why they didn't decide just to kill Wukong. That probably would have been a good tactic. That's a very, very high damage bot lane, and they could have insta-gived that Wu, I think. So I'm just gonna keep going back to farming. When you die, obviously it puts you behind somewhat, so you wanna catch up a little bit. But because Twitch has died as well, we should get a bit of farm soaking up from this bot lane. Not too much, but we'll get some. Because Twitch is on his way again. I'm not going to clear out all these minions and just like annoy Twitch or anything. That was weird. There we go. So that's what I'm going to take and then I'm going to go back. So I got maybe like over half a level from that, so that's okay. And my golems aren't going to be respawning just yet, I don't think, so I can go over to my wraiths. Your jungle phase, I find, is always a bit harder when your mid laner is weaker, and this LeBlanc is a lot stronger than Ryze right now. I mean, that's going to happen just by nature of the champion, but also the fact that she's kind of running around and doing stuff. But if Ryze can keep farming, and I think Ryze will be kind of strong later on, and he'll probably even, depending on what items he gets early, he'll probably be able to 1v1 that LeBlanc as well. If he gets the Banshees early, he'll definitely be able to do it. But I don't know what items he plans on buying. It's this one. So I'm going to go back to mid here because I think LeBlanc's going to get cocky because she's level 6. Also, Wukong might be here too. So 2 reasons why I feel like this would be a good place to go right now. Nice. Didn't even need me. So I'll just help him shove the wave to the tower so that he... Oh wait, that's not even on the tower, is it? I need to keep shoving this, else it's going to freeze. Or we're going to lose all this CS. Didn't get it. Damn, whatever. I'm level 6 now, so I just keep my eye on the map and use my ult to save people. Whoa, 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 that was weird. He's going to my blue buff here. Nah, he's going to take my blue. So you can, like, this is a quite smart move by Wukong to try and take my blue buff, because he knows I've TP'd bot lane, and he knows that it's going to be spawning now. So he's going to try and invade my blue and take it away. I mean, that's the obvious play to make, and it's a good play by him to make it. But because I knew he was going to be doing that, and I knew that was, you know, it's an obvious play for him to make, so I told my teammates, you know, go stop him, and so they went there, and he didn't even get the blue himself, which means that he lost out on all that experience. So you get a huge amount of XP for taking that blue buff, like a massive amount of XP. So if Wukong had taken it and then died and donated the blue buff over, it still would have been good for us, obviously, but the fact that he didn't even get the blue means that that's actually really hurt him, so... So I'm just going to keep farming. Like, the jungle phase on Shen I find is quite boring. Like, his ganks are okay, I suppose. Maybe I could be trying to do a few more, but I don't really feel any desire or need to do that, and I'm also somewhat wary of getting caught and stuff, so I don't want that to happen. A bit like this. Depends. Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, I'm not overly afraid of the champions 1v1. Like, my 1v1 matchup isn't so bad, but my if someone comes, you know, like LeBlanc would come in that instance, then I would be in trouble. So one of the reasons how they made Madred's Razor even worse with the recent update to the in like a, I can't remember when the patch was, maybe 2 patches ago or something. I'm not quite sure. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that because this video will get out of date quite quickly if I say that. But so when Riot introduced the sustain changes to the jungle items, so that now all your spirit stone items heal you for a percentage of the damage that you deal to the jungle creeps. That made Madres actually worse because Madres didn't receive that buff. But luckily on Shen it doesn't matter, really, not that much. I mean, it'll be nice, I guess, but it doesn't, you know, his sustain's already fine. But that's always a nice change to have, just because it means if you're getting healed for the damage you do to jungle monsters, that basically means that your smite has spell vamp to an extent anyway. Because it means whenever you smite on jungle creeps, you get healed. But I'm going to go back and buy a giant spell here, and then tier 1 boots. I'm quite slow with Shen. Probably shouldn't have bought the health potions though, because I don't need them, but whatever. And the good thing about Shen as well is that once you hit level 6, you don't really need to leave the jungle too much. You can afford to just stay in the jungle and... Oh, I didn't get an assist when we killed Leona bot lane. That's a shame. You can stay in your jungle and farm and then just use your ult to respond to situations, which is kind of what I'm going to do now. I'm also I'm gonna try lay a gank down top lane, sorry, on this Teemo. I think we can kill him if I land him in a taunt. But apart from that, I think I might need to use my ult mid in a sec. Nope, she's going bot. We're all going bot. I don't want to ult this because my ult won't change anything. If someone gets caught here, they're gonna die. My ult, regardless of whether my ult's on them or not. Now, we just need to go. We need to go on this Teemo right now. I'm not walking in any bushes because I know that's where it's going to be shroomed. Unfortunately, it was already shroomed, but I wanted to save my taunt as well till as late. Oh god, he leveled up. Not the blind. Anything but the blind. Not the bees. Holy crap. That was so awkward. Yeah, this is a difficult thing if you're ganking a Teemo. All these shrooms, it's so hard. I'm just gonna. Oh, I need to push one more wave. This is another thing. If you ever gank top lane and like dragon's open, you kind of lose the dragon, which is what's happening here. I think we're losing drag, but it's probably not worth me going top. I kind of thought that we would maybe, yeah. We would maybe be able to still hold dragon, despite me going top lane, but maybe not, but whatever, it doesn't matter, I guess. I've got a kill on Teemo, that's all that matters, right? Teemo died. Go, go, go. I don't think that's the real one, actually. Okay, it is the real one. For some reason, I thought that this Ryze would have been in a lot more trouble than he was. Wow, please. What is going on? Survive! Oh my goodness. Don't even know what that was, but he's alive. So, the mistake I made then was I actually totally whiffed my... I totally whiffed my taunt because she kind of brained me to the extent where I thought she was going to run away. But instead she actually went aggressive. Like she engaged onto Ryze and tried to kill him. So my taunt was positioned in a place where I thought she was going to be running away, and I would, you know, catch her. But she actually went ham. So that's something I need to think about because I'm lagging now. That's weird. So that's something I need to be careful of. Like she's very aggressive. So I need to always be aware that maybe she's going to be making a play like that. Because, you know, I don't want to be missing taunt, because that's pretty much all Shen has. I don't really want to go top lane again, because I know it's shroomed. I think we can make a play, though. Let's see if we can. I don't think we can, but... yeah, we got him. That was pretty close though, actually. We should try to take this tower. Wukong's gonna go do my red buff, I think, so I'm gonna go do his. Fuck. He knows that my red buff is up, and I know that his is up because he doesn't have it. Need to be careful of LeBlanc a little bit, but I should be able to take this. Yeah, she's not even coming. I'm not gonna clear it. I'm gonna leave it. So yeah, he's got my red buff, and I've got his. This is a pretty good reaction by him. Like, he's always reading when I'm going places to see if he can still part of my jungle, and so he's doing well to that extent. Unfortunately, I'm on the mark myself, so he's not really getting. I'm at least, if I weren't responding, then he tried to. I went bot lane and I saved someone with my ulti, so he tried to take my blue, which is good by him. But because I knew he was doing that and I told my team to go and stop him, he didn't get anything out of it. And this time, when he knew I showed top and figured that I didn't have my red buff, and so my red buff should be spawning, he thought that he could take my red, which is smart again. But I happened to know the exact same thing about him. He was bot lane, and I knew that his red buff would be up, and he didn't have it. So he didn't get anything out of that either. But if I didn't react to him invading my blue, if I didn't react to him invading my red, then I'd be down 2 buffs. And oh, he cleared it out as well. It's quite nice of him. So it's all about like reaction and stuff like that. Yeah, I rushed the Sunfire Cape here because I wanted to improve my clear speeds. Just the burning kind of helps you clear the jungle a little bit. It's not amazing, but it helps. I kind of want to do a I'm not quite sure what's the move called. I'm lagging. Like the stealth. What's it called? Like, I'm not quite sure what it is, but when Twitch goes invisible and then you Shen ult him. If he uses his stealth, and then I ult him and he runs up to them, they don't know I'm ulting. I'm gonna take the tower, and I think we can kill this LeBlanc here. I've got... Fuck, she's got a... Damn, I thought she used that, my bad, so that wasted my flash. This is our clone, obviously. So, that was like... You can use Shen ults in 2 different ways. You can either use it preemptively, or you can use it... like... Or, I suppose I should rephrase. You can either use it proactively or reactively. And that ult then was a proactive ult. Oh shit, it's not up. So I used it as something was fighting. This is how, like, I noticed this in OGN, like, this is back in the beginning of Season 3. If you, the Koreans used Shen a lot. They would use him very, very differently to how the Western teams would play. Sorry, I'm just talking to Shyvana. I'll just go top. I don't need to use my ult, but I can go top. So, yeah, the Koreans would use Shen ult very differently to how the Westerns use them, because they use Shen ult to set up plays and to set up ganks and stuff. They would use it proactively. They would have someone, go in. Oh wow, dragon just spawned, holy shit. They would have someone go in, and then they would Shen ult as that person was going in, so that then when the play was evolving, when it was starting, when it was, happening, the Shen would arrive at the same time. And so often Shen was actually the one who started the play rather than the one, who was just there. So, but a lot of Western teams, and especially in solo queue, it still happens today, like, because solo queue lacks that coordination. People don't use Shen to make plays. They use him to save people. And that's fine, like, you can use Shen to save people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a perfectly legitimate way to play Shen. But wow, why did you flash that? Damn, the triple taunt though. But if you can use him proactively to make plays, then you can get a lot of stuff going. Like that bot lane tower dive we did, where we got the tower and we got 2 kills. Oh, what? Damn, my awareness is so bad. Come, Leona. Let's go shout blue. So I'm not doing too bad myself. I don't think I'm doing great, but I'm doing okay considering I'm playing a Shen, who I feel like is one of the junglers who has quite little impact. And I'm just like looking for opportunities to get my ult off on someone, or you know, make a few plays. But I'm kind of waiting for the plays to happen, and I'm trying to react to them rather than the other way around. Because I don't think Shen is great at initiating plays unless you use it with your ult. This is good. This is good by Shyvana though. Unless she gets torn, unless she gets blinded, she's got that 100%. No, she's got that. I'm gonna go defend midi though. Submarine, that's the one. The submarine where you're invisible and use your ult on someone. Alright, so that's good. Twitch is taking red buff, which is fine because if he doesn't take it, then they're gonna take it. I don't need it anyway. I mean, it's nice on Shen because you know you can just use it to slow people, but I don't need it. So I'm looking at a team thinking about what to buy. They've got an AP team on top lane. They've got a AP LeBlanc mid. The owner does quite a lot of magic damage. Jinx doesn't do... Jinx is very physical damage based, so I don't need to build any MR for her. Wukong is physical damage based as well. So to be honest, it's quite a spread source of damage from the enemy team. So I don't really know what to buy, which means I can buy a lot of different things. I'm probably going to get a Randuin's because I think Randuin's is a very nice item on Shen in general. But I may even buy a Locket. I don't think Vel'Koz will buy a Locket because that's not really what you pick Vel'Koz for. So I think I might get a Locket myself. It'll also give me some CDR. I think I'm going to do that actually. I quite like getting Locket against Teemo in general though, just because like it's nice if your team's running over loads of shrooms and stuff, then you can just Locket someone and hopefully they don't die instantly. It's also kind of nice versus LeBlanc. It's not great versus LeBlanc, but if someone gets kind of caught... Oh, this is too late by me, I think. Come on. No, that's my bad. I wasn't paying attention. I could have saved him. Wow, gets wrecked. So that was my bad. I could have saved Rise, but I was too busy shopping and talking about Locket. But yeah, what I was saying against... I always like Locket versus AoE magic damage, so people like Gragas I think it's quite good versus, or it's also good versus Poke like Nidalee, but it's strong against Ziggs is another great example. But the reason why I kind of like it versus LeBlanc is because if you can time the shield, you can usually stop someone from instantly dying. Like that you know 150 health shield is oftentimes it's enough to stop the LeBlanc from getting that insta kill. I don't think it is soon, you know. When we all went top and killed Teemo, they did drag, and I didn't time it because that was my bad. I should have timed it. What's my CDR like? 10% CDR is not very good. In fact, that's pretty much as low as it can possibly be from items. And I think CDR is one of those stats which is both good and bad on Shen in my opinion. Like I'm never quite sure whether or not I want it. I don't like CDR on energy champs because I don't feel like you're limited by cooldowns. I feel like you're limited by your energy. But with your dash it's quite nice, and with your ult especially it's very nice. So it's kind of hard. I'm not quite sure. Vel'Koz is lagging hard though apparently. My god, my voice is kind of so dry. We can kill this Sienna though. Fuck. I stabbed my... Oh my god. Teemo shrooms, please. I don't think I'm going to get away from this, but I can try. Okay, I don't think they know I'm here. I hate team mushrooms so much. It's also kind of difficult with these fights because well, for starters, people got caught here, and secondly, we have a support which is which can't play. Like he says he's lagging and he can't move or do anything. So it's pretty much 4v5 when we come to the team fights, which is kind of difficult. And also just people getting caught doesn't help either. But still, maybe with some if we can catch someone or. Should you restart your router? It's been 25 minutes of him not being able to move or play, and now he's just asking if he should restart his router. Is this a joke? I'm gonna run this way so Jinx thinks she's safe. If I were running with Twitch, I would actually be zoning Jinx away from Twitch. But if I run the other way, then she's more likely to stay close to him because she doesn't know that he's there. So he gets a free flash there, which is nice. Let's go take this guy's blue. I don't want to take that. Oh, okay. I need these though. You may as well, you know, if you're ever lagging really hard, you may think it's kind of bad that you're leaving the game and, you know, wasting time restarting your router, but if you can't do anything, then you're useless anyway. You may as well just restart. This Wukong's getting pretty fed now though. He's also got, his team have picked up, maybe, I think it might even be, I think it's 3 dragons in a row now. So, he's, that's a lot of gold. That's around, you know, between 5 and 800 gold he's got bonus, which is a lot. I mean, that's like, we shouldn't be here because Wukong's here. Wukong's here and we don't know where anyone else is either, so it's always a bit risky. Someone just warded that. Got him. I didn't mind doing my walls there because it was a really bad place to be, but I wasn't gonna die to. I wasn't gonna die to a goon squad because I got my dash. I'll just dash over the wall. It's fine. They're getting pretty good, like roams off and picking people though. They haven't got any kills out of it, but they're still doing pretty well. Unfortunately, because we're 4v5, we can't actually team fight a group or do anything. What we need is someone to split push, because at the moment we're not doing anything. I think I should be that person. I'm just going to go top and split, I guess. I've got my ult to join the fight, so I may as well do that. I can probably get some... I probably need some my attack speed if I'm going to split push though, because I split push very slowly. My sunfire helps, but it's still not really enough. Like, we'll see. And it's also a bit risky because I can't even really 1v1. If someone comes top to try and stop me, I can't 1v1 them, so it's it kind of limits what I can do. Like, I'm always a tiny bit vulnerable, and I can never really have that much pressure in this lane because if someone does come, I just have to run away. Like, if they had to send 2 people top to stop me, then that would actually be okay because my team could do something while they had 2 people on me. But if it's just 1 person, then that doesn't help my team at all. It doesn't give us a numbers advantage. But I'm not going to push it out any further than this though because I don't know where they are. We don't have vision around, so I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to buy my Mertreds. I would like to buy a giant spell actually, but I need the move speed I think, especially against Team Mushrooms. And I'm actually going to buy a Negatron. That's going to probably go into a... I'm thinking I'm going to build my Negatron into a Banshee's Veil. I could potentially do a Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage is not too bad on Shen because you get regen from your Q, so that helps with the healing, and also you get the 10% CDR. But I think Banshees would be nicer in general. It'll stop me if I walk over a shroom or if I get like Leona ulted or something like that. And getting Leona ulted and stuff is not even, you know, that big of a deal because I'm Shen, so I can kind of afford to tank that stuff. But we do need to be careful actually. It's just 3 of us here. I'm not sure I needed to flash that one though. You don't really. If that had been someone who had CC or couldn't, like if Leona had walked around that corner, then that would have been a good flash. But when Teemo walks around the corner, I don't know. Not convinced. Kill him. I'm just using my ult to engage this fight here. I'm gonna run away. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Alright, okay, I'm in trouble. I should have used my ult on Shyvana or something. I was looking for a target to use my ult on because I knew I was gonna die. I wasn't getting out of it, but at least if I chucked my ult on someone, it probably would have influenced the fight a bit more. So I played the beginning of that fight quite nicely, just getting the taunt off onto people and engaging, but I played the rest of the fight quite horribly. I should have. Well, firstly, I think I actually may have been able to survive because as I died, my shield was up. So I don't know whether my shield just came up or whether it was probably going to be like a split-second thing, I suppose. But I probably could have survived. And also, yeah, I didn't get my ult off in that fight. And we didn't really need it that much. I mean, we won the fight very hard. Obviously, I was the only one who died, so it was a good fight for us. We played well. But I think it could have been better. I can ult if this gets hairy. You can't use the submarine though. Get close to him. Who is this? Oh, this is Teemo. Wow, Rise even got drag. No, the Teemo shrooms. No, another shroom, please. Mercy, I can't take it. My heart. Alright, level 16 rank 3 LT's pretty nice now actually for me. We won that fight quite nice. We won that fight very hard, but they still if we didn't kill people, then that means it's very hard for us to push down an inhib tower because they'll still be alive on full health to stop us. Shyvana's on full health, why isn't she here? I don't know what he's doing though. My Lockett was so close. No, don't run, kill him. Wow, you're gonna die. Holy crap, nearly died. That was so close. Whatever. Yeah, we should have definitely been grouped then, I'm not quite sure. I should have, if my map awareness was a bit better, then I could have seen that Shyvana wasn't with us, and I could have told her to come with us. Because a lot of, this is another thing which people complain about, especially at the lower elos, is that, people don't listen to calls and stuff. And it's not, wrong that, that does happen, I think, a fair amount, but I also think that the way people respond to it is a bit incorrect. Like, communication is, even though it's solo queue, it's still very, valid, and it's something that needs to happen. So I can't just say in that situation, I can't be like, oh, why didn't, I'm gonna actually get home guards here though. Why didn't, why wasn't Shyvana there? Oh my god, Shyvana, you suck, you're garbage, what, blah blah blah, all that crap. Because I didn't make any attempt to get her to group with us. If she's, bit brain AFK, not doing her thing, then just ask them, communicate with them, be like, yo, Shyvana, come with us. It's very rare you actually find someone if you're communicating appropriately with them, that someone will just completely 100% ignore you. Like that only happens under few circumstances. The first circumstance is if they're just being bellends in general, like they're just trolling or raging or whatever. I mean that happens, whatever. You get people like that. But and in all honesty, this is one which people maybe don't realize it's happening, but if you are a knob end yourself, then you get treated like a knob end. So if you've made some snide even if you haven't raged at them, but you've been like, oh wow, this rise or something like that. I mean, when you say this rise, it's not really the biggest it's not like you're saying, oh my god, go kill yourself or something. But it's like, if you're whining at them and just making those kind of like backhanded comments, then they're not going to respond positively to you. So when you then say, can you come group, and they're like, no, and they don't group with you, it's because you've been a bellend to them. And if you're just like nicer to them, then they probably would, respond nicer as well. And that's why it's a good idea to keep a positive team environment and just be like, all that stuff. So I can ult again. What we want to happen is, yeah, for Shyvana to jump in and for me to use my ult. You should go, man, fight. I'm not quite sure what Shyvana's running from. Yeah, I should have ulted Twitch here actually. Did Rise actually just run away from that one? Okay, I think Rise could have blocked that and not killed Shyvana, but whatever. So that was a 2v2, right? Yeah. So that was a 2v2, 2 for 2, and which wasn't that bad, but we should have got more out of that. The game plan I had in mind was for Shyvana to jump into everyone, and then I would ult her, and she would tank all the damage and stuff. But what happened was she jumped in, and I ulted her, but they jumped past her, and Twitch got caught. So that was my bad. Like, you have to kind of like read plays and react to them. And I read the play. Well, actually, I didn't read the play. That was the problem. Like, I had a play in my mind which I wanted to happen, and I was too arrogant, and I stuck to that play when a better play opened itself up. Because this is like the cool thing about sports in general. But you know, even just playing League, I'm not necessarily saying that playing League is quite the equivalent of, you know, playing football or something, but and just any kind of like the air of competition is there as it would be in any sport is what I'm trying to say basically. But any, you know, a cool thing about that is that especially when humans are involved as well. So you've got a team of 5 versus a team of 5. So anything can happen. Like, you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what your teammates are gonna do. There's loads of different things that can happen. Like, endless possibilities of stuff that could evolve in front of your eyes. And so you need to be able to predict. You kind of predict them for starters, but also not necessarily predict them, but more importantly, react to them when they happen. And I didn't do that time. Now this is quite risky because I'm not sure. Oh wow, that was close. I was gonna say I'm not sure I'll be able to smite steal this with my 200 ping. Who am I ulting here? I'm using my. No, you cheeky git, come back here. You're not getting anywhere, sunshine. So I feel like that Baron play there is definitely, well, I think getting that Baron is a 50-50 play. Wukong can quite easily steal that Baron away from me, but I would think it's actually even more in his favor because I'm playing on NA right now and my ping is almost 200, so. Really? Thought that would get her. Don't run that way, Twitch. Good boy. I think we're still in a good place to fight though. Oh, nice, especially with this happening. No, I'm ulting you, dude. Oh lordy. Alright. So we're still winning these fights even though we're getting caught, which is great. Is that red just spawned? I think it has. I don't think we're in a position to okay, it's shroomed. Oh god. Mercy. Please don't come hunting for me. Please. So now I'm going to get randoms. I think I really need to be able to. I might even just sell my Madreds. I don't really need them anymore. Yeah, because I can afford it flat out. That's good. I don't need. Obviously, I don't need damage, but I don't need to. What needs to be happening from me right now is to jump into the middle of everyone and slow them down. We don't really have, especially if I am going to be a part of the initiation. I feel like randoms is a really good item if you are going to be engaging fights because you jump into the middle of everyone or, you know, your priority target, whoever you're engaging on, and then you lock them down for a little bit and then you follow up with a slow. So it's pretty perfect. And I think with Shen's initiation is pretty bad. Like a taunt is not a good initiate, and a flash taunt is not a good initiate either. It's quite easy to read, and they actually fixed the taunt flash, so that makes it even harder to do. But if I can be like a submarine for either Twitch or Shyvana or whatever, then that is a good initiate, because Shyvana can jump into the middle of everyone, and I can ult onto her. So if she jumps into the middle of everyone, I ult onto her, then I appear in the middle of everyone, then I want to random insta them. Lagging a little bit. I'm also going to, I would like to split push, but there's no point split pushing top, because the inhib's down. So not only is there nothing to achieve there, unless I want to knock down the doors of the Nexus towers, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do, I may as well just go to a different lane. And bot lane is the best lane to go because there's an outer tower there for us to take, but also just pushing mid is good too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm actually going to go and help him a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Oh god, he's dead. Or maybe we can take mid actually. Don't run, take it. His teamer can't stop us. Wow, Twitch took someone down. Holy crap, well played. This could still be a good fight for us though, because Jinx is dead. I'm not going to ult Vel'Koz though. Okay, I actually wanted to ult her, but... Did we get anyone? Oh wow, we didn't. That was bad. I figured we could... yeah, no, that was my fault. I figured we could instantly kill Teemo, because I taunted him just as the tower was dying. So we wouldn't have to tank the tower or anything. But I misread the situation because he's got Zhonya's. Where are you, dude? So I just said that they fixed the taunt flash combo, but I think I just did it then by mistake. Oh man, I'm getting juked for days. So that worked out quite nicely, I guess. So I just taunt flashed LeBlanc then, and I'm pretty sure they fixed that. So maybe they didn't fix that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw that in the patch notes. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, so what do I want to get next? I don't really feel like I need too much more tank items, so I'm gonna get a Phage. I think a Phage is a to be honest, as an item by itself is actually not that bad on Shen, because you can just like Shen can have issues sticking onto people, because if they just run away from him, they can kite him quite nicely, and all he's got is his taunt, and it's quite easy to miss your taunt because you're quite slow and the range isn't really that high. So it can be easy to run away from him. So I've already got a random insta to help with that a little bit, but also the Phage will help me a tiny bit if I can just you know, punch people and stuff. Wow, that Vel'Koz, so much damage. So we should have the time on Baron. I should stop being lazy and start timing things. Oh, the blade. You can't smite team mushrooms. You should be able to smite team mushrooms, in my opinion. I saw Wukong's clone there and I figured he was going in for the engage. My ult's down for 20 seconds. And with this ult we can make pretty good play, I think. I'm going to stand in front here. Just in case Jinx uses his ult, uses her ult, I can block it. Just keep running, keep swimming. Okay. My ult's just spawned. I'm going on Rise here. This might be a bad idea, but he's got the most attention on him. Wow, I did so much damage with my IQ then. Please. No. Oh shit, LeBlanc's up. Fuck. The greed is real. Greed. Sorry, I think my randoms was up as well. My locket just came up, but I think my randoms may have been up against that Wukong. I could have killed him. But my Q did 70 damage to Wukong. Not that much. But yeah, that was just greedy by me, I don't know. That was my bad. But yeah, so I'm thinking of going Triforce next because I don't really need to be more tanky. Our team already is fairly tanky with this Shyvana and also with Rise as well. So our team doesn't really, and I'm pretty tanky anyway, like I built full tank so far. And so I think just if I were more of a threat, in team fights. Because right now I'm more like a nuisance and like a peeler, protector, or catching people with taunts. Then I mean that's good, and I'm filling a role which is nice, and I'm doing it well, and I'm useful in things. But I am not really. If I could bring another kind of threat to the table, so like if I did damage as well, so they'd actually have to deal with me, not just be annoyed by me, then that would be really useful. And so that's what I'm going for next. And I think Triforce is a good item for it on Shen because the Sheen procs are quite nice for him. And it's just a good overall item. Like you don't really want AP on him. I mean, I guess I could get like a hat or something, although I think that would be pretty vile. So I'll just go for a Triforce because it will give me pretty good sustained damage. These guys need to be careful they don't get caught. I'm not gonna win that fight though now. Yeah, that was bad. They got too out. They pushed in too far. I should have told them to be more careful. Be like, yo, don't push out far. That was my bad, I suppose. I could Dragon is up and I could try and take it, but I think I'd take it too slowly and they would come. Shen does not take Dragon very quickly. So I'm going to stay in this bot lane. I don't think I need to recall just yet. Is Vel'Koz? I'm going to go defend actually. I don't think they'll go and push mid. No, they're going for Dragon. I might be able to steal this. Actually, I'm not risking it. If I try to steal Dragon and I die, that's not worth. Like that's gonna. My death is not worth a Dragon right now. Like the 300 gold that Dragon gives is really quite minimal compared to the impact of someone being alive. I could go for it, but I'm not going to. And it's a 50-50 anyway, so it's like a 50-50 chance that I might steal something with a minimal upside and a huge downside. It's not worth the risk. So I'm just going to sit bot. I'm waiting for my team to get a bit further out. I think Vel'Koz. Oh no, he's back. So I'm waiting for my team to get a bit further out before I go out here, because if I push out really far, my team is still like in spawn. Then if they all come and goon squad me and I die, then my team won't be able to achieve anything out of it. So there's no point. Fuck. Is he invisible? No. Oh, he just got his Zonyas off in time. It's a good thing I got TP to the fight. If that was like a second later, then I wouldn't have got in. And we would have been in pretty bad shape. I may have been able to save Twitch there as well if I used my locket earlier, but it's the thing is, by the time I got in, he was like, oh well, he DC'd, okay. By the time I got into the fight, I would have had to instantly use the locket, and I probably would have just used it on the way. I would have failed. So, oh wow, this is Sharon took this. I would have failed it. So, oh no, we're not dying. Oh wow, holy moly! I don't think LeBlanc saw that coming. Alright, so people are dead, so we don't really want to be too much showing our face too much, because no one's going to be able to help us. So we just want to recall, and I'm going to go buy this Triforce now. So I'm fully built now, so I'm going to get much stronger at this point. Maybe an elixir or so, but I can be have a lot of impact. And if you look at like the farm this game, this is always something you want to be doing when you're jungling, is you need to manage your farm. And my farm is pretty good. Like it's not amazingly high. Like Jinx is 350, I'm 200, but it's it's still pretty decent for the fact. Basically, we're 50 minutes in and I'm fully built, and that's with a over the top item as well. So I'm in a good place with the farm, and comparing it to the enemy jungler as well. It's always you always want to compare to the enemy jungler. Sorry, my dog's just chucking off my bed. Alright, so Rise is back, which is perfect. I'm gonna go shove this. I'm gonna go split push top. Don't get caught. Wait for Rise. I can ult in. Why are they doing this? Please. Be careful. I'm not gonna ult Vel'Koz, that's a waste. Like, there's no need to be pushed out so far.
There is no dispute.
Actually, I can stay, they're not coming for me.
With honor.
Yeah, we can kill that Jinx. I don't want to make it obvious I'm on my way though. Okay. Oh, I ulted the wrong person. I actually meant to ult Twitch here. We're gonna throw the game if we keep doing stuff like this.
Tread carefully.
Please stop. Oh, I'm not recalling. Alright. We can't defend this though, I don't think. Nah, just leave that. Don't die, please. This isn't worth it. Because now they can end the game. Like, we lost... Yes, we lost, inhib, but now we're going to lose everything. Is Jinx actually attacking me? Yeah, she is. Which is good. See, this is like the classic inhib bait. People try so hard to whip to save the inhib that they throw the whole game and we lose the whole game because of that. So a few cases of people getting caught are cases of trying to save an inhib when they shouldn't have saved it, engaging fights which we shouldn't be engaging, and the fact that we had a DC for like, well, not DC, a lag for like 30 minutes of the game, and then Rise DC'd at a really bad time when we were trying to finish. But I mean, this is something which is a good lesson to learn though. Like in solo queue, it's never worth trying to defend an inhib like 2v5. Inhibs are important, but they don't mean that much in the grand scale of things. And if you're very late on into the game, then you're just gonna, if you die, then you've got like a 1 minute cooldown, 1 minute death timer. So you're not gonna, you know, if you die, that's giving your enemy team a huge window of opportunity to win the game, especially when you consider the fact that they're gonna then have loads of damage to finish the game as well. It is never worth trying to save an inhib, because firstly you're not gonna get it. Like, you're not gonna save it. Like, if there are 5 people being down on an inhib or you're outnumbered, you are never going to save that inhib. It's just not gonna work. And secondly, like I say, that if you die, that's it. You've lost the game. So you wanted to save the inhib, that's great, but instead of saving the inhib, you just threw the whole game. So that's why it's not worth it. Always be careful of that inhib bait. Never take the inhib bait. You just got to cut your losses and just assess the risk. Even if it's an important objective, just assess the risk. Especially the later the game goes on, you don't want to be having bad deaths in your own base, especially.